So, funny story, the cat peed on my bed last night. You wanna go into my room? No. Maybe I'll just take the time to share some sections about Porto so far. So it's so small. Like, I know people said it's small, but it's actually so much smaller than I expected. It will really surprise you. I was just walking around on the first day. I was following the light, which means going uphill. And next thing I know, like, I'm going downhill again, and then I'm like at the waterfront, which is like a big popular area. And I was like, oh, that was really, really fast.
Song that I sing in the morning on a perfect holiday. You're like the warmth of the sun on my skin when clouds look gray. You're like the joy of a trip that's coming to a place with ocean view. You're like an old familiar friend when all is new. Sound of the raindrops drumming on a first summer day. You're like the scent of coffee brewing in the morning. You're like the crackling of a fireplace on a chilly winter night. You're like a cabin made for two while inside is snowing. Just like a movie scene wherever you go. And do you know that I know that you know? Do you know that I know that you know? And when you drop one of your smiles, the sound of tires and violence rise. Cause your laughter is the soundtrack of my life. The soundtrack of my life. Soundtrack of my life. The soundtrack of my life. You're like a song that I sing in the morning on a perfect holiday. You're like the warmth of the sun on my skin when clouds look gray. You're like the joy of a trip that's coming to a place with ocean view. You're like an old familiar friend when all is new. When all is new. You're like the song that I sing in the morning on a perfect holiday. You're like the warmth of the sun on my skin when clouds look gray. You're like the joy of a trip that's coming to a place with ocean view. You're like an old familiar friend when all is new.
Oh my god, it's thundering now. The cover is so strong above me that I'm barely getting wet at all, so that's awesome. I really also want to like normalize the feeling that when you're on vacation, when you're traveling, it doesn't always have to be like 24/7 happy. Like you're not like on this joy, right? Like you're in an inward journey, which is why you go traveling, right? And I think it's really okay to sometimes like feel sad or feel alone, and to like feel the rhythms and movements and changes in your energy. Like I think that is exactly the things that you should be tuning into and then giving space for, and kind of unpacking what are the sort of conditions and reasons that you feel alone. Try to like recognize the patterns, the triggers, the reasons behind certain emotions, right? Like I read somewhere quite recently that like behind like behavior is a feeling, and behind every feeling is a need. So if I felt sad and a little bit unsettled arriving into Porto alone, not knowing anybody, especially after the high of like, you know, so much fun activities and knowing so many people in Barcelona, what is that feeling and what is that need behind it? Because I mean, the point of this trip was also to be in the unfamiliar, to kind of be somewhere that is not just challenging me, but somewhere that doesn't always make you feel at home. And it's not because I'm trying to like, you know, be uncomfortable all the time, but I think it can be quite interesting to observe yourself in spaces that, you know, you don't really automatically fit into. I think it's quite interesting to see how you adapt, see how you still make an experience in this place. You know, it's not all about chasing highs when you're traveling. It's about like really feeling everything and being truthful about like how you feel when you are plucked out of your normal, usual, familiar context into something that is new, strange, unfamiliar, different, and seeing how you can adapt and roll with it. And it's not about a competition of who rolls the best or who rolls the most smoothly, because everyone rolls a different way, but I don't know, it's interesting. I'm also squatting on the floor like a true Asian. Oh my god, it's getting heavier. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go home. So I made it back home, but in the total rain, and I got so wet and like messed up my white jeans. It was so sad. Just took a shower, I have a face mask on now, and I am just going to stay in and get some work done. The lesson here is things be like that sometimes. You know, it rains on your parade, you dance with the rain, and then you come home and take a warm shower, and then you just sit with those emotions. I was unpacking my own question just now in the shower. The two needs that I had that were unmet were definitely sun and physical affection, right? So I had so many people I was hugging and like holding hands with in Barcelona, but here it's not that way. Hello. Oh my god, my voice. So funny story, the cat peed on my bed last night. Like they were like meowing outside my door, and I was like, oh my god, are they okay? And I opened it like a crack, and then like he ran in. Okay, fine, they're harmless, right? Like what can they do? And I came back and I found him on the bed, and I was like, honey, just sitting in my bed doing work and wondering, why is my butt wet? Like, what's going on? And then it went on for like quite a while, which I'm quite embarrassed about. I just think I just couldn't even comprehend the cat would have peed on my bed. And then finally I got up and I touched that spot, and I was like, okay, it definitely is moist. No way. Bent down to smell it, and I was like, this my moo cat. And now I have to feed the cat, so you know what's gonna happen to those cats. I feel like peeing cat drama is just an omen for the rain and the constant wet weather that I'm experiencing in Portugal. It was just raining cats and dogs last night, and I have so many things I want to do, so it's kind of a bummer to have the weather like rain on you. I'm just gonna head right out. I'm gonna go to the nearby park, about like 30 minutes walk. I I made it to the park. This time I have an umbrella. Really glad I still pulled myself out of bed and got here to at least like see it out. I'm going to go take my time to explore the park now. The sun has come back out and I'm so happy right now. So we made it to a lookout point and it's so beautiful. Wow. Now the birds are just roaming around, the chickens, the peacocks, the ducks, the birds, the pigeons. It's all a lot to take in. Feeling very joyful right now. I'm wearing this new crochet top that I got at the market that was crocheted by the lady herself, and I just thought it fit the vibe of this whole yellow house and garden so well. It's still drizzling actually, but you know, hey, the animals out, the peacocks out, everything is still existing and being, and yeah. I also just stumbled onto a beer festival, like a Porto beer festival, but I don't really drink beer.
It's a really traditional Portuguese fish canned producer, and they have really famous fish. They have this really nice packaging.
Obrigada!
Thank you.
You want cinnamon? Sí. Gracias. Obrigada.
No sé lo que me está pasando. Siento que alguien me está llamando. Ella es mi motivation. Corre base de mi mente como béisbol. Baby, yo te soy fiel como Jacob. Dígame yes, baby, don't say no. Imaginando, tu boquita en la mía, baby, sería un sueño, you know. Pero si fuera real, mi amor, te daría un beso, dos besos, tres besos. Solo vive el momento conmigo, mi amor. Te daría un beso, dos besos, tres besos. Solo vive el momento conmigo, mi amor. No le pare, no le pare, no le pare ya. No le pare, no le pare.